भीम जय भीम
जय 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 भीम
जय भीम जय भीम
जय 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 भीम
जय भीम जय भीम
Namo Buddhaya and Jai Savitri everyone. In 2008, few years ago, a bunch of families with Ambedkarite ideology and with Buddhist philosophy started our organization, ANA, which they wanted to be run democratically so that everyone can participate, but at the same time should pay back to the society. And that's how we started ANA. And both men and women were involved, so that's why we are also a women-oriented organization, and that is one of the reasons why we are the only organization where I am the second woman president.
The one who is elected, the first one who is elected, that is important.
And I feel it's a great achievement. We have come very far from where we have started off. One of the biggest things that we did was also organize this unique event, which is a 3-day program where people with the same ideology can come together, meet, re-energize, and then go back and work the whole year to pay back to society. This is the only event, I believe, which happens every year, and where we come together for 3 days and we have team building activities going on. So I would make sure that everyone participates. There is meditation to Zumba to everything that goes on, and tomorrow we'll have a lot more fun activities. So make sure you have all the fun and participate. It was only last 2 years where we had this event online, mainly because of COVID. And COVID, I think, had affected all of us very badly. Most of our family members were affected, but the most marginalized from our community were affected even more worse because they had no resources. Obviously, the government hospitals were filled, and when SSD and NAGLO stepped up to start a COVID care center, what we did was we took that COVID care center to the next level. Here you can see some pictures. So we bought 80 beds, we bought ventilators and BiPAPs and any other facility that was needed. Even though this was a makeshift hospital and it was situated in Naglo's student hostel facility, but we tried to provide all the care to people so that people who would not get a chance even to live would get that, because we believe that health is a human right and we should all get the chance to at least survive. So this was one of the biggest things that ANA has done, and it was and I was very proud of ANA's team who really stepped up. We probably had meetings every single day to make sure this hospital was ready within 3 months time frame, because we did not have a lot of time either. And it also had an oxygen generator plant, and so very, very proud of this. And we want to make sure that we continue to make health as our mission. And since we have gotten all the infrastructure from COVID Care Center, we would, now that COVID has subsided, we would be using it to start a sickle cell hospital. Sickle cell anemia is a disease which disproportionately affects our community the most, especially SC/ST and OBC community. And there is not a lot of awareness with regards to how to treat sickle cell patients, even in Nagpur, where there are maximum number of patients, and there are maximum number of patients in Western Maharashtra and Telangana border and Madhya Pradesh border as well. So what we were in, but if the same patients come to US, they get a very different kind of treatment. And the awareness is very important and treatment is also important. So our future goal is to start a hospital which would specifically be oriented, and it would be a charity hospital which would specifically help sickle cell patients and their families, because the families also get affected a lot when the patient is suffering. So this is one of the next projects that we really look forward to, and we need volunteers for this and all of your support for this. The other project that is going on is community kitchen. So during COVID, ANA associated or collaborated with 50 different organizations, 50 plus different organizations in India to run community kitchens, because when we saw migrants weren't able to even get access to food, and the food that was supposed to be available in ration was getting black marketed. So we connected with 50 plus organizations. We funded them to run community kitchens, and as a long-term goal, now what we want to do is we have started this community kitchen with a Bhanteji in Nagpur, and we would like to run every day. We would like to serve at least 500 people every single day from now on, so that people will not think about getting a job just for the sake of to serve their hunger, but if they are well fed, they can think about getting education, or they can, since this is being done in a vihara, they can grow in Dhamma as well. So this is our future goal, and we have already started this recently. The other thing that we are also doing is, we know all of our community members are here, and we know, since there are so many Indians from the Indian subcontinent, there is caste-based discrimination in US as well. And we started with congressional hearing in 2018. We were a part of congressional hearing in 2018, which wanted caste as a protected category, and there were a few congressmen and their staff present over there. And as a part of our growing, then we found out about the Cisco case, where there was caste-based discrimination done. We also know that during Microsoft email leak in Washington DC Post, we also saw that there was a lot of mockery of reservation done. And all these things bring the morale of a caste-oppressed person down. We want to stop this. So we want to take care of people even in US who have come after a lot of struggle. So we want to make sure that morale is up. So that is why we also work with Equality Labs to write a letter to California State Universities. So we collaborated with 20 organizations in US and wrote a letter to California State Universities. And California State University is the first university with a conglomeration of 23 universities together, which has added caste as a protected category. And next, what we want to do is we want to make sure that all these big companies, big tech companies where Indians are huge in number, and universities also start adding caste as a protected category. We know that next week, maybe on Thursday or Friday, there is another big tech company which will, Washington Post will report another caste-based discrimination from a big tech company. So this is, caste-based discrimination in US is real and it's happening. So we want to continue our process to make sure everyone is safe here too. So last year, this was an impromptu thing that we did where we applied to various states to make April 14th an Dr. Ambedkar Equity Day. Three of our states accepted it: Colorado, Michigan, and Maryland. And next year on, we want to do this for every state, every 50 states. This will raise awareness about caste. This will raise awareness about Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, because not many Americans know about Babasaheb.